In the African continent, because DR Congo nationals who recently fled to Uganda due to the growing insecurity are now returning home after a relative camp is back in their area of settlement. Hundreds of people were forced to leave their homes of course, when fresh clashes erupted between the government forces and the M23 rebels, leaving many in a state of fear. Now, despite their fancy to move to return home, the DRC government said the situation is still unstable in the eastern part of the country. Here's more details of that in this report.
Budundwe Byamungu is a local gospel artist, but also a refugee. A few days back, he fled to Uganda because of a war back home.
The sound of bullets was too much. We escaped and crossed the border to Busanza. Then we came here at the custom.
Byamungu is among 20,000 refugees who fled to Uganda in the past week following fresh fighting between M23 rebels and the Congolese government forces in the eastern DRC region of Rushuru. The guns have gone silent, and he prefers to go back home instead of relocating to a refugee settlement in Uganda.
They have told us the place is peaceful and we are not hearing any gunshots across the border.
And he's not moving alone, but hundreds of other refugees are also crossing back. Many of these refugees are crossing the border here, going back home to the Democratic Republic of Congo, even though it's not yet totally peaceful in their country. But as the conflict dies down, they believe they can start a new life again in relative safety. However, the Uganda government warns the situation is still volatile in eastern Congo.
When the asylum seekers hear that in 4 days there is no gunfire, they go back. Surprisingly, after a week, you find them running back because fighting is between the government and the rebels. So that one now I cannot predict.
But for those who have decided to stay in Uganda, the government is relocating them to Nakivale settlement. At the settlement, they will be facilitated to put up temporary shelter, land for cultivation, and food, among others.
It's our appeal that the East African member states can sit on a round table and find a lasting solution through dialogue on this matter.
The DRC government blames Rwanda for the current conflict in the east of the country, where hundreds have died and thousands have been displaced from their homes. Rwanda has denied supporting the rebels. Most of those caught up in the fighting are hoping that peace will return soon.